Okay. I told you the whole day we are talking GH comedy and the myth that was shattered that GH comedians are not funny. There's this guy who was the MC for the evening. The first time I saw him was when I followed them to Tamale to watch their concert at Tamale. And that was the first time I saw Chemical. And he did some routines, and I laughed, you know, but I said, wow, he has got it, you know, but there's so much more to do. And if I look at what I saw in Tamale to what I saw last weekend on the stage, I was amazed by the transformation. This guy has polished, he has matured, and his line delivery was superb. Let us welcome, put your hands together for Chemical! Very good, very good, very good, very good. Chemical!
Yeah.
Charlie, you did great, man. That evening, and it was great. Chemical, the MC, starting the whole show, keeping the flow, and the difference, like I was saying, because the last thing I remember of you is Tamale. Oh, of course, I've seen you after Tamale. I saw you at H2O.
H2O.
I saw you at H2O, which was also an improvement on Tamale. But what happened on that stage there?
Yeah. That's maturity without marriage, you know.
Without?
Marriage.
Marriage. Maturity without marriage.
Oh yeah, the marriage will come later. There to be complete maturity.
Yeah. So tell me, I know you just walked on the stage and you know, but that was such a heavy night.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And everyone who was going to make an appearance there would have been nervous.
Yeah.
Backstage, what was really going through you?
Well, I wouldn't say I wasn't nervous. I was nervous, but the nervousness was months before the show.
When, months before?
Yeah, months before the show. You know, I was having a conversation with DKB and he said, you know, God willing, when I'm doing my one-man show, you are going to be the host. I was like, hey, DKB, this is serious. So I go do. So I started planning and then gathering all my jokes and you know, I was asking him because he's one MC who is very good. The first time I actually saw DKB do a joke was when I was in level 100. He was in level 200 by then. Okay. We were in the same college of Agric and Consumer Science. So I'm like, Charlie, this guy is good. I think I want to be like him. I'll follow him.
Oh, wow.
And yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One evening, I thought it was a pickpocket. But I believe he was because he was slim and I could beat him. So I just said, Charlie, I won't fool like you. What? You've seen me perform. What joke? Yeah. And then he told me my joke. The joke about the ladies and the nutrients.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
that's where we...
So that was...
So you were aspiring to be him?
Yeah, I was aspiring to be like him and to be like you because when I decided to enter comedy, I had you in mind. My colleagues were like, hey, Charlie, you can do what KSM is doing. I'm like, really? They said yes. I'm like, okay, cool. And you know, I've been coming to you for some tips here and there. So I was nervous, but that night, honestly speaking, I wasn't nervous one bit.
Really?
I wasn't like nervous one bit. I was just happy because we had arrived, and I was happy because people came out to see us. I was happy to see so many people. I saw Nashoko, I saw Gifty Auntie and his king, not King Zach and Money fan. There's real king. Zach Nation, I beg you, I did joke. Yeah, I mean, a whole lot of people came out there. Ochame Kwame came there. D-Crime.
Jim Ike was there.
Jim Ike was there?
Low-key.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, that guy could be a CSI guy.
Wow.
Yeah, Jim Ike was there. Low-key.
I didn't know.
It's in my pictures.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was an amazing day. I just came out. I gave out my best because I couldn't spoil the history. I didn't want to be the shoe guy. I mean,
the next guy.
Yeah.
This poor shoe guy.
I wasn't nervous. I was just me. And I thank God for that because mostly before I go on stage, I feel so nervous. I want to pee and all.
But you were cool.
I was cool.
Wow.
I was cool.
Wow.
I was cool.
And your control of the audience was very, very apt, you know.
Yeah.
And
I had to make them feel at home. They are Ghanaians, we are Ghanaians. I was on stage. I had to, I mean, let them know this is GH comedy. and I'm spearheading that night. So, I mean, aside the headliner, I'm the one in charge.
Yeah,
so
you're hosting it.
believe in me and let's do this. Let's make it happen.
But wait, people were asking, you were wearing a tie and a shirt.
Yeah, I dressed like a bank teller. And my mom was asking me, where are you going? I said, I'm going to work. Where? National Theatre. What job? I said, oh, don't worry. You hear about it. I dressed like a bank teller.
How do bank tellers dress?
Oh, that's how bank tellers dress, you know.
Shirt and tie?
Shirt and tie, you know, with my shoe and socks. I got from Madina Zongo Junction. It was full 2 CDs. But I wore it as if I bought it 20 CDs, you know. It was an amazing night, and I'm glad to be part of that history. It's just wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling, it is.
And what reaction are you personally getting?
Well, that night I had people walk up to me and be like, Charlie, you are GH's best MC. I'm like, hey, I want to be GH's best MC, but the way you're hyping me now, pressure. You know, that was the reaction I was getting. And after that day too, I had a couple of people congratulating me. They were like, even my colleagues at JZ and the rest of the other guys, they were like, hey, Charlie, MC Bakope, hey, you forced that night, you held us down, you gave us the confidence, because if the one controlling the whole program is not in his elements, then it's going to dull us down. But you were in the right mood to bring our spirits up. So I don't know. I'm just even
Well,
till now.
It's not easy to MC a comedy show.
It's not easy. Yeah.
People have come there to laugh.
You know, there was one point. One of the stand-up comics came to me and was like, Charlie, you be MC where they raise the bar like this. Then if we go, what will we go and do? I'm like, oh. So it got to a point. They told me, Charlie, you cut it down small. So I had to just come and then be introducing them here and there. And I also had a couple of people tell me, you did new jokes, but you repeated 1 or 2 jokes. And I'm like, yeah, of course. I mean, even like Adam came to repeat a song of his last time. So I don't know. I don't know the difference. Yeah, I have to, because to make a joke better, you have to retell it. So don't worry. Next time I will say everything word for word. So that's it. I had a couple of people come and congratulate me, and I'm grateful. I have one friend who was following the whole thing. Someone streamlined it. I streamed it. Live,
the next day the whole thing was on YouTube.
Yeah. So a friend from Australia was like, hey, I watched it. Even Saudi Arabia.
Oh, really?
It was like, Charlie, I watched it. I loved your composure on stage. I'm like, thank you. Thank you.
But it's one challenge we faced, filming. We put a notice out. My team were going around telling people not to film, but they still did.
Oh, yeah.
But it was just snippets, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 minute.
Somebody put a whole lot on YouTube, you know?
Yeah, that's Ame Adebra.
Really?
He put just
it's snippets.
Yeah,
It's not the whole show.
But people capture the whole thing. Lord of the Rings, 4 hours. They just put it out there.
But that's not my show.
No.
Yeah, but the other shows, you know, they are a bit relaxed with the filming bit, because I've seen Dave Chappelle complain, I've seen Kevin Hart complain, I've seen Chris Rock complain. Who am I not to complain?
Yeah.
I also complain. They have money.
That's
They
the
complain.
technology.
We need
very hard.
We need our content. You can't just tell a joke once and that's it.
No.
You have to tell it again, because the jokes, they don't come easily.
No.
You know, it's like utility bills. It's hard to get.
Yeah. But I like the comparisons where the musicians come and do their music. YouTube might
what's wrong with
Majid is old movie. They've done old things. So we can also do old things.
Watch movies repeat everything.
Sometimes some people don't understand it, that every platform and the type of joke that will fit.
Yeah.
So if the joke that fits, you saw me tell it at Kojo Mensah bar.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you understand?
Yeah.
If it's a John Mama Ekufado joke, you heard me tell it at a small event. This is a huge event. John Mama is there, Ekufado is there. I must tell it.
What you need to tell
it will fit.
Yes.
You understand? So the fact that you have heard it, got the privilege to hear it, doesn't mean nobody should hear it. Besides, if I'm on stage and I can't do totally new materials. No. Some might fly, some might not. And you're the same person who will tell me, oh, you were fluctuating. I don't want to fluctuate on stage. So, but Chemical earlier kept giving me the hint. You see, that's one thing. speaking and letting know your intentions. He was always telling me, I would like to MC, I would like to Charlie, you MC, the be here. I would like MC. So it was ringing in my mind, the same things Akode did from day one. I'm the king.
By force. And he is the king.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's the king.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when they asked Ghanaians, who's your king of rap? Hey, please, it's Akode. We don't want trouble.
That's it.
Same way he kept putting in my mind that I would like MC, I would like him. So when I started Comedy Express at Grand Casamora Hotel, I was like, I'm doing this show. I can't host it. No. And I just scanned through all the names, and I realized James Brown had been hosting Comedy Bar. So it would be unfair to make him host another one again. Now he has to be a performer for him to also write properly, because there is a thin line between hosting and being lazy. Because if you're hosting, 1, 2, 3, no, let's welcome, you push somebody in there to go and take the fire. Yes. So to help a brother step up and also go back to his writing, I said, okay, no, he can't be James Brown. Chemical. Yeah, he's still. So I told him, you're going to host Comedy Express. So the first edition, he hosted, and a few, they didn't really know. So they get that guy, and they mixed up his name. Mika. Ken.
Call me Medica.
Ken Melika. There's some guys on Carl guy. Yeah, Carl. He's Carl. Yeah. He passes for Mika. All this. I said, okay, Chemical. Okay, so the next month he hosted again, and they loved him. I said, okay, this guy has got it.
Okay.
So if you are working with your bosses and you want to do something, just keep telling them. And when the moment comes, you'll be on top of mind, and we'll let you. And so that's how come. Okay.
That's great. We'll be talking about Jade Comedy. And there are clips. I want you to take a second to see a few clips of this great evening. So we share a few clips for those of you who haven't seen any part of it. And then when we come back, another comedian will be in the house. A very big idiot will be in the house. Stick around. We'll be right back.
It's gonna get sweeter than guinea fowl. It's the KSM Show.
Okay, now there's also one here. Where is no more chair? Deep Black is always over-satisfied in the studio. Yes, I never put a deal. Deep Black come and record. Yeah. So, you can never rap without sound effect. Who shall get and I'll kill and I'll boy? It's not simple. We shall get let me do a few, let me do a few, let me do a few, let me see the pool. I was why? Show me so why? Automatic mommy speaks English like his eyes blocked in his mouth. Automatic mommy, how is the hour will do good. Thank you. You see him on entertainment review. Oh, this DKB guy can help him.
The KSM Show